Alright. So, this is the review video for the study guide. If my pen will stop blinking so that it'll work. There we go. Alright. So, we've got question 1 here. Match each equation to one of the two tape diagrams. Now, so we've got x, 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 and so that's x plus x plus x equals 9. And so there's a typo there, so that's a mistake on mine. So that would be A. Well, 1x, 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 that's 3 x's. So 3 times x equals 9. That's this one. Now, over here, we have x plus 5 equals 9. Well, that's B. Now, to figure this one out, so to solve B, we would do 9 minus 5 to get x. Well, that's this one. Now, over here on A, to figure this one out, we would do 9 divided by 3 to get x. Well, x is 9 divided by 3. And so, there we go. Question 1 is done. All right, question 2. The distance from Thing 2's house to his grandmother's house is 47 miles. Oops.
Sorry, Miss Kay, are you available to stop by room 2?
Thing 2 drove X miles and still has 17
Yes,
miles to
give
go.
me 2 minutes.
Well,
Thank you.
we know that the total is 47 miles. They went X and still have 17. So X plus 17 is 47. So there's B. Now, if we use a little bit of common sense, well, X has to be 30. Because if I subtract 17 here, I get 30. 30 plus 17 is 47. Well, 47 plus 17 is 57, 64. So 64 is not 30. 47 minus 17 is 30. Thirty plus 47 is 77, which is not 17, so it's not D. And so those are our two equations. Now, let's take a look at 3. We've got 4 equations to solve. Well, 2A's is 13.6. So A and A is 13.6. So to find it, I cut it in half. So half of 13.6. So I divide it by 2. Half of 13. So 12. And so 6.8. And then for the second one. So B minus 7 is 9.8. So that means that 9.8 and 7 are B. So that's 9.8 plus 7. 16.8. Because we're just answering, what can I take 7 away from to get 9.8? Now, $2.7 and C equal 10. So we do 10 minus 2.7. And so we do some borrowing. Borrow from 10, we get 9. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 2 is 7. And so 7.3. And then you've got 2.4 divided by D is 1.2. So what do we do to 2.4 to get to 1.2? So what we're asking is how many 1.2s are in 2.4? So 1.2 and 1.2 are 2.4. So that was 1 and 2. So the answer is 2. Okay. Now, Jimmy's friend told him he could earn $56 for handing out flyers at a local concert for 3.5 hours. Oh, another one where I forgot to change the thing. That should be Jimmy. Jimmy wants to know the hourly rate. Use the equation. 3.5x equals 56 to determine the hourly rate in dollars. So, if I want to know what x is, I need to divide 56 by 3.5. Now, that's the easy way. I mean, I could sit there and do 3.5 plus 3.5 and get 7, and add 3.5 and get 10.5, and add 3.5 and do this until I get to 56. And eventually I will get there. The quicker and easier way would be move the decimal, and make that 560. And so we do 35 into 560. And so 1 is 35, 2 is 70, 3 is 105, 4 is 140, 5 is 175, 6 is 210. Well, closest without going over is 35. So that's a 1. Subtract, and we get 21. Bring down the 0. Closest to 210 is 210. And that was 6. And so the answer is $16. Okay. A hotel had a number of meeting rooms, M, available for events. Each meeting room has 225 chairs. Write an equation to represent C, the total number of chairs in all the meeting rooms. Well, so since C is the total number of chairs, that's going to be C equals. And then each meeting room has 225 chairs. Well, that's the number of chairs. Each means per, which means times. And so that's 225 times M. And there's your equation. Now, if M is 5, use your equation to find the total number of chairs. So we put 5 in for M. And so we do 225 times 5. Well, 5 times 5 is 25. Carry 2. 5 times 2 is 10, and 2 is 12. Carry 1. 5 times 2 is 10, and 1 is 11. And so that's 1,125 chairs. And we're done. Good luck.